the things we want and the things we desire often turn out not to last. In other words, we discover that we were wrong about what we thought we were right about. Anybody hear me? We discover that the things that we want or wanted change in value. We discover that in this life, when we had chosen our own pursuits, even if they were lofty, they didn't always give us back what we thought they would. We thought we would marry a good-looking, tall, handsome, or beautiful, shapely, whoever that would be, and we discovered that that person was outright crazy. You're still married to him, look straight ahead. You didn't know that as smooth as he was, that he would be a little crazy when he was. So I want to remind you, first of all, that when you give God a chance, you exchange your pursuits for his. Yeah, y'all preaching back to me? Amen. Secondly, I want to remind you, when you give God a chance, when we give God a chance, we exchange our panic for his peace. Tell your neighbor, don't panic. Some years ago, I watched a movie entitled Panic Room. And the movie was a depiction of what was then, and what I believe certainly is now, the concern and practice of many people who find themselves in places in which they feel unprotected, and they need to look after their families and their loved ones and themselves against any emergency, any threat, and any crisis. The concept of having a panic room seems good in your residence, to have a safe place where you can hide. But let me caution us about finding panic rooms. A panic room means that we think and assume that we can protect ourselves in a place isolated from what's happening in the world. And many of us have done just that in more ways than one. We have built panic rooms for our hearts when our hearts have been broken. We've built panic rooms against family and friends who betrayed our trust. We built panic rooms so that we don't have to deal with people who now don't look like they are having our best interest at heart. And I'm not saying to anybody that you should go around and let folk walk all over you. But the problem with a panic room is that you can't live in a panic room. You can only hide. You can't be who God called you to be in a place where you're trying to protect your peace. I know, but now what I'm saying is I'm protecting my peace. And I'm going to keep my peace. And yes, I am a panic room. I am your peace. I'll make you lie down in green pastures. I will restore your soul. Don't panic. Panic will make you make some rash decisions. You'll be cutting off people you need and letting in people who you should cut off. Y'all don't hear me. Panic will make you make unholy alliances that you should not make. And you'll discover in the midst of your life that you have only found